Ah! Welcome to the intro. Hold on, there's a resub.
Crime time, crime time, crime time.
That's right, it's crime time. So, welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube, you missed the Twitch stream, but I stream almost every single day, except Sundays usually, so feel free to watch the live streams. We are going to watch some true crime. If you don't know, a lot of these come from the reaction channel on my Discord, so if you haven't joined my Discord, please do that. And if you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe to the channel you're watching it on because, you know, that would be really cool of you. Intro time. We're going to watch another video. Plot twist. By Red Tree Crime called Brittany Thinks She's Going Home. They posted this today, so we'll see how it goes. Something tells me Brittany's gonna go to jail.
Police and paramedics were dispatched to a home after a mother called 911, claiming that her two babies, ages 1 and 3, were found unresponsive in their room.
Oh,
the
boy.
lady had the youngest one. The man had the older one.
Oh,
like I said, the youngest one, you know, nothing. The older one had very shallow breath, but he had a pulse. So no, they were pale. I mean, I know they're children's, but you know.
The children belonged to 26-year-old Brittany Delgado. Her boyfriend, 37-year-old Pedro Alvarado, would help her care for her children. After allowing the paramedics to rush the two children to the hospital, an officer spoke with the couple.
You guys were the only ones in the house?
Yes, with the kids and the cat.
The kids and the cat.
They checked them an hour ago.
And then I checked like 20 minutes ago.
What is happening here?
Like 10 minutes ago.
Why are they? Why are they blocking out her finger? Cigarette, maybe?
And then he checked.
What were they doing?
They were sitting there laughing at each other.
So they were okay. So they were in the room together playing,
yeah,
or
they were in the room
maybe
playing,
maybe a license or something.
And I was going back in there to see if he maybe changed his diaper. He did, so I was going to come back after I talked to the insurance company to pick up that diaper and throw it away. Because sometimes he forgets.
Why censor the cigarette? Demonetization. It's likely Red Tree doing this because the body cam footage wouldn't like move around like this, to my knowledge. They don't like. Police don't do that. They don't like edit footage that heavily. They'll just like chop that whole segment out and not move it and just be like, you don't get it, essentially, because it's usually like gore. But
to have to throw this away, and then while I was there, he checked again and he ran to me, told me to run inside, help him because he couldn't get both of them at the same time because they were on the floor.
In this front room?
Yes, this one right here, sir.
so within like how many minutes you think?
He said it was probably 5 minutes.
So they were fine, and then 5 minutes later is when you found them?
Mm-hmm.
The officer separates the couple to see if Brittany's story changes. Brittany has no clue if her children are dead or alive, and it appears that she doesn't seem a bit concerned or worried about them.
I keep forgetting what year we're in.
Where were you guys?
I was near the bathroom on the phone with the insurance because the cat was trying to mess with me and meow, 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 and I couldn't hear the insurance people. He was out here, and then I was, what happened was...
right, meow, meow, meow.
And went to go check the kids, and I had then stepped out because he was on the phone still, and I didn't want calls to like headbutt.
Y'all were both on the phone?
Yeah, because he was talking to his mom in El Salvador.
Okay.
And I was on the phone with the insurance company, so he came in to check on the kids with the speaker, and I was already on speaker.
So you walked outside?
I walked outside, and then I heard him screaming my name to come, come, come.
Brittany continues chatting with the officer as if nothing is wrong, and it's just another Tuesday. What's interesting is Pedro's sister approaches the scene, and as soon as Brittany sees her, she begins to break down crying as she talks about what happened to her children.
Where are they? No, where are they? No, but what happened to the kids? Where were you? I was on the phone with the insurance company, you know. Brittany. Were you in the room with them? I had checked on them not that long ago, and 5 minutes later, Pedro went to go see them. Are they hurt? Tell me if the kids...
I really don't know. They were, neither one of them were breathing. They got one of them breathing. They've taken them to the hospital.
No, what do you mean? The kids are not breathing.
They're on their way to the hospital.
Brittany,
now.
I told you to be more careful with the kids. That's why we left out of here.
They're on their way to the hospital, and they're going to take care of them. They've got good people with them. Any asthma, anything like that? Breathing issues?
Was he home?
Both of them.
More careful is an interesting way to say that. What do you...
I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen.
Okay.
I
Calm down.
knew this would
That
happen.
implies previous problems, yeah.
Calm down, calm down.
I knew this
Speaks
would happen.
Spanish.
I knew them. I
Anime
told them.
captions.
I told them, man.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Ma'am.
This is sister.
Ma'am.
I don't want to figure out what you said. I'll just say speak Spanish. That works. Good job, police department. You think the police are captioning body cam footage? No. Well, we know people on YouTube are going to want to see this one.
I should have called CPS. I was going to.
Calm down.
What did you tell
But
him?
it's my fault. I should have
Calm
called
down.
CPS a long time ago.
Well, who's CPS?
That breaks my... Who... Girl. What do you mean, who's CPS? What?
Talking about DCF?
DC...
You want to go behind this car and talk to me? What?
DCF? Am I missing something? The same as CCP? Is it a different name in Massachusetts? Huh. I did not know that. Department of Children and Family Services. Okay, so it's named different on a different... How about that? I actually did not know that.
Okay, I brought her from Virginia, my uncle, because I was in foster
I've learned
care.
something.
Okay.
I met her through a foster care system.
Okay.
Okay, we were both in the same foster care family.
Okay.
Okay, and I have 2 kids, so I was living with Pedro. He's a good guy.
This is the guy here?
Yeah, Pedro's a good guy.
Pedro's sister begins telling the officer how bad of a mother Brittany really is.
So, Brittany and we started like butting heads a lot because
Uh-oh.
I started telling Brittany, you gotta change the diaper for your kids. You can't leave them in the room. Brittany, you have to change the diaper. Brittany, you have to feed your kids. Brittany, you have to do this. And she's like, don't tell me what to do. I'm like, Brittany, you have to feed your kids. They would come like in the morning. She wouldn't feed her kids till like 3 p.m., you know? And I'm like, Brittany. And then my sister, she's 13 years old. She would have to feed her kids. She would have to feed her kids. You know, my 13-year-old sister, she has school. She wouldn't have to feed your kids, you know? And then they would come out with, she would have to give them a bottle. And then there were times
Unreal.
we would wake up and the kid would be so wet, you know? And it was just like, it was just not good. And then there were some times where she would be having with the guy in the bedroom. We would come home and the kids wouldn't, we would be like, where are the kids? They were outside. We were like, what the freak? Outside, and the one would be in the stroller, the big year old with the autism would be outside on the road. And we would be like, Brittany, and I would yell at her. And they got to the point in time where my husband, he's younger than me, but he's a little bit more irresponsible than me, to tell you the truth. He's just like, you know, babe,
Straight from the husband.
Florida is like one of those states that like they take your kids away like this when there's mishandling with the kids. We were like, we're leaving, so we decided to rent somewhere in Sunbeam. So I'm like, you know, yeah. So we grabbed our things and we're like, you know, I'm sorry, Pedro, we're giving you your month's rent, and we decided to leave.
When was that?
This was 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
So we decided to leave, and from then on, we had a bad, you know, fight with them, and we decided to leave. And then I was just like, you know, but I love those kids. And I told her, I was just like, I sent her messages, and I have messages from her, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna call CPS on you, and I never did.
By this point, the 1-year-old has been pronounced dead at the
For this poor woman too is going to feel so guilty, and that's just not something you can blame yourself for. I don't know.
hospital, while the 3-year-old remained in intensive care. Investigators were still unsure what had happened to the children, but inside the room where they were found, officers discovered a space heater. Although unplugged, the heater was set to its highest setting. Even 45 minutes after the children were removed, and after the door had been opened, officers noted the room temperature was still in high 80s. Both Brittany and Pedro were transported to the police department and placed into separate interrogation rooms.
80s?
I need my phone so I can call my lawyer.
Why is there... Why is there a roll of toilet paper? Tissues? It's toilet paper.
Refuse the lawyer. What a cute state.
We're not talking anymore.
I need my phone to call my lawyer now.
You can do it when you get up to the jail, okay?
I'm not going to jail because I need to call my lawyer.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's not how that
why am I
works.
going to jail?
I'll be right back with you.
All I told you guys was the truth.
So you understand why we're here, and you're comfortable with talking to me about what happened and how we got here, right? Okay, cool. All right, that's what I want to make sure.
The kid go to a
FNAF ass sounds in the background.
I don't know what they was doing there. When I was checking over there, they was playing. We was watching TV, and this kid was playing and said, what doing? Nothing. Okay. When I back to the inside, Brittany was talking with the insurance people. I go to the room. I see the little guy and over the floor, but I was thinking that he was sleeping. My first reaction was screaming, Brittany, come here! Something happened, and disconnect the heater. That was really hot.
So you disconnected the heater?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my first reaction when I see the little kid went by. Was really hot. And
My
I started
God.
Screaming, Brittany, come here! Something happened! Come here! We go to run to the shower because they was really hot. And the little kid, they don't respond.
Pedro explains his version of events. The detective patiently listens, but he realizes that Pedro is being very vague about what happened. Plus, English is his second language, so it's
Not
difficult
helpful.
to understand what
Yeah.
he's saying. The detective decides to move on to Brittany and see what she has to say.
Hey, you need some water?
I'm feeling really claustrophobic.
Okay. You need the door open?
Oh goodness.
Breathe. Stop. Breathe.
I can't do a small room.
Well, wait, let's leave the door open. It's okay. I'll sit in here with you. It'll be cool.
Brittany claims that she is feeling claustrophobic due to the small size of the interrogation room. If that's the case, she's going to love the 6x8 cells in county jail.
Do you think that the kids are okay, or?
I have no. All I can tell you that
Nice.
I know a lot of those, especially a lot of those fire guys and we got some good folks.
Out of a percentage, do you think the kids are okay? Like, out of a percentage of okayness?
Out of a percentage of...
I'm not gonna.
Out of a percentage of okayness.
Put it on you afterwards.
She's asking her to 1 out of 10 her children's well-being.
No, I have no idea. Like, I couldn't even answer that. I'm sorry.
Because of the crew, I'm saying. Do you think it's like a 50-50?
It did.
If in luck, by the grace of God. You don't want to say?
I don't know. I don't like to guess.
This seems
I don't like to
awfully
guess on
casual.
stuff like that, but.
So they're playing in the bedroom, and everybody gets up 7 o'clock. They're playing in the bedroom, and
I'm checking on them.
you're checking on them. What is Pedro doing?
He's asleep, and then I ended up waking him up later on.
Do you remember what time that was?
Around 8:39, I think it was. He went back to the bathroom to use the bathroom, so I went to go check on the kids.
50-50 on if my kid is alive.
They were horsing around, laughing, and everything else.
I mean, that's
In that same
an
room.
unbelievable sentence to hear.
I was by the bathroom talking, and I heard him coming in talking on the phone. So what I did was I stepped outside in the front.
I'm actually speechless.
Please go check on the kids. I checked on them 10 minutes ago. All I hear after that is, Brittany, Brittany, Brittany. So I'm coming around and I'm thinking that they're fighting with the cat, or somebody's fighting with the cat, or something's happening. So obviously something's happening. So I come in, and I was also smoking a cigarette at the time, a little short that I had. And I came in with the cigarette because I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And he's like, the kids, go see the kids, I'm on the phone, I need something, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, I'll go see what's going on. I'm like, can you please take this thing? Because I can't go in the room with the kids with this in my hand. He just brushed it out of my hand saying, that cigarette, and I'm like,
Okay, we draw the line at cigarettes.
Are you kidding me? Don't throw it in the floor in the living room, like the and I ran to go see the kids.
I can deal with leaving my kids in a room unattended, but I draw the line at them seeing the cigarette in my hand. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With some little bit of air.
But they can stay in a room unattended too, obviously, for multiple minutes and hours. That's a good, yep.
What was the temperature in the room like?
To me, it felt a little warm, but I didn't feel like it was to the point where, like, they could pass out or I could pass out, anybody could pass out. I felt like it was okay.
Was the door open or closed when you went to the room to check on them?
It was wide open. They had a little toy prop in it.
Okay. Was the heater on?
When I went in there and looked to see it, the heater, the thing was off.
The dial was off?
Yeah, the dial was up towards off. And then I had to hang up. I was trying to hang up with the insurance people and call 911 at the same time and resuscitate, in which,
all right.
Yeah, blood boiling to say the least. Yeah.
Be trouble. But,
yeah, you juggled a lot right there, man. That's stressful. Yeah, that's a lot on you, man.
And people call me a super mom.
They call you super mom.
Uh-huh. Who is this we?
Oh, okay.
Because normally
okay.
I'm juggling the kids and everything else, so.
Yeah.
At this point, Brittany doesn't know her 1-year-old passed away from heat stroke. She explains that she was checking on her babies every 5 minutes, so she can't understand how they went from playing with each other to being unresponsive.
Wow, what a super
the detective
mom.
needs to get her to tell him the truth. He believes that the children were left in a hot room all night and most of the morning.
Do you ever let the boys play by themselves for a while without watching them? Like, do they ever go play in the room and you just kind of like clean it up or whatever while they're in the room?
I clean up while they're in the room, and then if I'm cleaning another room, I go check on them.
Yeah. Would you say you're the primary caretaker of these boys, or is it Pedro?
It's equal.
It's an equal thing?
And next time, what I'll do is, if we're in the living room, I'm locking those bedrooms doors, and I'm letting them both play out in the living room.
Speaking of that, got a question for you. All the door handles in that house are reversed. The locks are on the outside.
Oh, no. The only ones that are like that is bedroom 1 and 2 in the back.
During the time when you supervise the kids, and I'm not saying this is...
Bedroom 1 and 2?
Is there a period of time, like if you're doing something very important, that you would lock them in the room so they couldn't get out, so you can deal with a phone call or clean up a mess or just like a minute or two? Would you ever do something like that?
No. I love my kids too much. I'm not going to... That's right there is called neglect and abuse. And I don't believe in that.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I
I love my
Right.
kids too much. This right now, it hurts me. I still have the image in my head, how they looked and everything.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what's going on. I want to know what's going on with my kids. I want my kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you know they were transported by the ambulance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to make sure we first just understand what the frick happened. How do we get to point A where the boys are playing and are fine, all of a sudden they're overheated, right? And then they're being transported to the hospital, non-responsive. And we're trying to figure out how we got to point A to point B.
And I want to know how that happened too. And I really.
Well, I mean, only you and Pedro would know. Do you think it's possible that you were on the phone longer than you think, and those boys had that door closed while that heater's on full blast?
No, the door
you don't
was
think that's
open.
possible?
The door was open. Because even when I saw it was open. Everything was open.
If we're going by the timeline that you gave me for how long that, the intervals that the boys were checked on, I can't see how, if the boys were in that room 5 minutes, that they could overheat that fast.
Super mom.
So it tells me that they had to have been in that room longer than maybe you probably
maybe 10
perceived.
minutes.
Is it possible? I mean, because I've been on the phone before. Listen, I've been on the phone before, talk to people, and you lose track of time very quick.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if I may have you're right, I may have their timing wrong, but I mean.
Maybe.
I know I checked on them.
You might have it a little wrong,
between
yeah.
calls. Well, I was literally like, you're the room.
Maybe just buy a few hours.
I was literally.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Brittany claims to be a super
Oh, yeah.
mom. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
detective is
We're
going to bring
painting
up
a
all
picture.
the times it's been shown that she is actually a terrible mother. He starts with the many times her babies have been found outside wandering around.
Have you ever had any instances where either the boys got out of the house without you knowing it and walked down the street? Has that ever happened while you've been here?
Super mom.
Twice, I think.
Happened twice?
Super mom.
I was in the bathroom those 2 times. I was just in the bathroom. And that was before we fixed the back door lock on the top. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't notice it, no.
The detective wants to know
Super
why
mom.
Pedro's sister would say that she knew something was going to happen to Brittany's
Where are we going?
She was just trying to make a big show,
Yeah, but the kids were putting the ambulance and they had left.
Right.
And she was aware of that. Why would she say, I knew this was going to happen?
Because she's a drama queen.
Right.
2, she's mad at me, so she's trying to make
Of course.
it look like I'm the bad guy.
Why would she do that on the scene?
Because you guys are officers. If she makes it look like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen, what are you guys gonna think? That me or Pedro's gonna do something to the kids?
And this has only happened.
that's not
This is only the
I
result
have
of her
messages
saying
on
that, right?
Messenger
Of
where
course.
she has threatened me, saying that she was gonna whoop my ass.
Okay.
You deserve it. I can't
and
lie.
threatening me that she's gonna call CPS on me.
So you said she threatened to call CPS on you.
That woman's going to be haunted for the rest of her life due to the fact that she didn't. And I really hate that for her because you can't necessarily blame her that she hadn't. You can, it's understandable to see like how it might have helped, but also one call to CPS doesn't guarantee that they get taken or like helped or anything. There's a lot of things, like there's a lot of missteps within CPS in a lot of ways that parents, there's many cases in which they've been duped by the parents, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I feel really bad for that girl because she's gonna, I guarantee you, she's haunted by the fact that like she didn't do it for sure. And that sucks. It's very hard. It would be very hard to shake that. Even though like you can't even guarantee had she have done that, they would have gotten help and the 1-year-old would have survived. That's what really sucks. You just can't. It never happened. You can't just say it would have for sure happened. That's just going to torture yourself. That sucks, man.
What would she say if she called CPS?
Just some stupid shit like that, stuff that she does for her, like doesn't do for her kids and her husband, which I've noticed. And I told her, I was like,
yeah, but what would the allegation be that she would call CPS on
the
you?
supposable allegation would be that I don't feed my kids.
Let me ask you a question about CPS. Have you ever had any investigations against you with CPS in other states?
Supposable?
To be honest, yeah, but that wasn't he said, she said, because I didn't have a steady residence.
So what do you mean, you were homeless?
I was living with friends.
Brittany admits that she has 3 other children that she no longer has custody of because she was unable to care for them. This means at the age of 26,
Supermom.
Brittany has had 5 children, and she was accused of mistreating all of them.
So, you know, when we went in, we took a lot of photographs of things
Wow.
out of the home, and it's pretty standard procedure that we do that.
Wow.
So, in the room where the boys were found, prior to we showing up, there was not any outlet covers on the outlets. So why would that be the case when you told me that there was, and you confidently told me that there was?
Yeah, there was outlets because I was putting them in there, unless...
There's not. They went back and reviewed the photographs. There's not.
I don't know where the outlets are now because the last time I checked on them, outlets were in place. It slipped my mind to look, but...
Come on now, Supermom, don't let stuff like that slip their mind. You said you were Supermom,
yeah,
right?
Oh, silly me. Look at her fucking duh.
With all this stuff that was happening...
You're right, I'm such a goof.
When we were in that room, we have a digital laser temperature reader. And a lot of people that install heating air systems,
It's the stuff that ghost hunters use to be like, whoa.
they do that to put the laser on the air, and it tells you that a very, very specific, very, very accurate temperature of the air, okay?
Mm-hmm.
While we were in that room, the average temperature in that room was 90 degrees. Now
Wow.
you're telling me the room
When
was
I
not
went,
uncomfortable.
it was not uncomfortable when I went in that the last time. Like the very, very last time. It was not...
When was the very, very last time?
And according to you, you just checked the room maybe 15 minutes prior to us showing up, right?
But the thing is, I didn't feel like it was that uncomfortable.
Those temperatures were at 90 degrees with that door mostly open the whole time. So I know that that door was closed because those temperatures were very, very warm, okay? Now you see what I'm saying? So something's not adding up here. Here's the thing. The doctors are in there working on your boys. And they're in critical condition.
I know.
All right? And we need as much added information.
Now we're
as
getting
you can.
upset.
Listen to me. So we can give
Now
them
we're getting
all the information
upset.
that they need
Of course.
to treat them, okay? So I need you to
The cop is putting pressure on me. I think I'll start getting emotional and try to get out of this.
be a little more forthcoming than what you've been telling me, because I'm laying some facts out here to you that you can't be disputed, okay? So I need you to be honest with me. If they were in that room with that door closed, that heater running longer than what you told me, and if you made a mistake and didn't remember correctly, I need you to be truthful and tell me now. And correct me now.
The last time when I checked them, or between the one before the last and the last, I don't know if they shut the door. They could have shut the door.
Brittany, that couldn't have happened. You couldn't have. Both of you guys could not have been there in 5 minute, 10 minute increments. Listen to me. And their temperature gotten that high. If you guys are in there and you're saying the room's comfortable, or it's just a slightly warm, that means that door was closed. They were in there for an extended period of time with that heater running. So we checked the temperature of that heater when it's on its high setting like that. 150 degrees. Do you hear me?
Yes.
150 goddamn degrees.
Okay.
How is that even? I don't even think the little heater I have in this room can go above 80. How the hell does a heater get to go to 150? That doesn't seem safe. Like, that sounds like it would explode. Yeah, like, how could you even... Was it a radiator?
It's blowing in that room with that door closed with those boys in there.
Radiators don't have, like, a dial you adjust. Radiators just take heat from the house and add it, exude it, if that makes sense. Like, you can't, like, adjust a radiator. It's just dependent on what heat it gets from the system.
Now, did you
Unless I'm wrong. I think I'm not.
I did not lock my kids in the room.
I'm asking, did they...
You're yelling at me. None of us do that.
Listen, these boys are in critical condition, okay?
Pedro did not do it. Pedro did not lock them. I'm worried about my kids.
Notice how she's involving him all of a sudden with this.
I probably left them about maybe 10, 20. I don't know. Maybe I probably left short of time.
I've got to know. These babies are in critical condition up there.
I'm
worried about
Bro.
them. You don't think I'm worried about my kids? I'm sure you are, but I need
Didn't
you
seem
to do a
worried
better
until
job
just
remembering
now.
what the hell happened. Because the facts aren't adding up to what you're telling me, Brittany. I'm not mad at you. I want the truth, baby. That's all I need.
I'm giving you the truth. I've told you all I remember.
You gotta give me something else. When the deputy showed up on scene, that came out to the yard when you were there, you and Pedro were outside with the boys. When they took the boys in their arms to give them aid, to resuscitate them, CPR, AED, they said the skin was scorching hot.
That's crazy. I mean, that is...
How can that not be, Brittany? Why would a deputy tell me that it was?
Yep, the deputy lied. You're right.
How does a deputy feel that with all of his gear on? How can he feel that? Why would he tell me that? He has no reason to tell me something that's not true.
Brittany appears more focused on herself than on the condition of her two children.
God, I wonder
When the
why.
detective explains that the doctors are fighting to save their lives, she shows little visible emotion or concern. However, when he suggests that she may have been responsible for their injuries, her demeanor changes immediately. Her concern seems directed not at the children, but at the accusations
Her
against her.
culpability.
Tell me why those kids were hot. Tell me why they're burning up. Is there any reason why they could have been burning up? Anything?
What are you saying, that I burned my kids or something?
No, I never said that. I'm not saying that either.
That I purposely put a heater in there to kill them? No.
Give me another explanation why they're...
What a, oh, so you don't like waffles ass statement. Why are those kids so hot? Oh, you're saying I burnt them alive? You're saying I burnt them? What?
bodies would be so burning up hot. Is there something else going on? Why would obviously there's no burn marks on the babies. I never said that. I'm not saying that you did that. Tell me why their bodies were burning up hot.
So yeah, sometimes there's timing that you don't actually look at a damn clock.
Brittany, answer me something. Is it possible? And I'm on your side.
Guys, I don't know about you. I don't know if any other parents are in the chat or watching this video. I know most of my audience is like in their young 20s. I don't think our daughter is in a room alone ever. Like, unless she like just went from the room we were in and like walked in there. And typically within that minute she walked in, we're either going in there or telling her to come back to the room she was in. Like, full stop. There's the only time she is in a room and we're not in it for more than half a minute, if not, is when she's like in her room napping or in her bed sleeping that night. Period. Like that. I don't know. I can't just like sit in my house knowing she's just like finagling across the house in a room unattended. Like, if she goes in her room, like I'm pulling up the nanny cam if I don't want to walk in there so I can see her in some regard just to make sure she's not like doing something. Like she's in vision in some way almost the entire time. I can understand being like she's in her room, I'll let her stay in her room. But if I do that, I pull, like, we've got a camera. It was like $20. Wasn't an expensive camera at all.
Darling, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm on your side, okay?
This stuff baffles me every time.
That those kids were aggravating the hell out of you while you're on the phone, because they've done it to me before at my house, and you said, all right, I'm gonna leave them in there, they're playing, have a good time. Let me take this phone call. I'm going right back in there and check on them. Did that happen? Just please tell me.
I don't do that. I left the door open.
Did you do that today?
No.
Super mom.
Okay, Mommy.
Brittany, something's not adding up, baby. Those babies have 108 and 7 internal core temperature at the hospital.
Can I finish? Maybe, okay, after he said, okay, Mommy, maybe I didn't notice when I was in the living room, like towards the hallway area, that door was maybe cracked or closed.
Well, I'm gonna step out here for a minute. I'm gonna go talk.
Oh,
to
we
Pedro,
didn't
okay?
notice. Okay, never
And I
mind.
want you to think
You can go.
seriously about our conversation, about the facts that I presented to you, the core temperatures of those babies, the temperature of that heater, the temperature of that room when I got on scene well after those boys had been transported and that door had been open. And it was still hot in that room.
And so you're accusing me of...
No, you need to think about, seriously,
So
go
if you're-
back in
if
your
you're-
mind. And
Okay, if you're gonna be accusing me, I need to call a lawyer.
I'm not accusing you. I'm saying, help me find out why I have.
Oh, he
set of
is,
facts
but
saying
he's not
this,
gonna
and
tell
you're
you
telling
that.
me something different. That's all I'm saying. You need to figure out.
You're
saying that
absolutely being
asking me
accused.
over and over again, have I locked my kids in a room or Pedro? And I keep telling you no. So if you're gonna keep asking me these questions, and I'm gonna also respond for Pedro, we need lawyers.
Okay. All right. Hey, on that thought.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't say anything yet.
I need my phone so I can call my lawyer.
You stand by right there.
It's a good thing we kept quiet.
Accuse me of abusing my children. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, get him.
The detective
Yeah,
leaves
get
the
him.
room, and Brittany decides it's time to tell the camera exactly how she is feeling.
I said the thing last, so I win the argument. I said something last, so I win.
We're not talking anymore.
I need my phone to call my lawyer now.
You can do it when you get up to the jail, okay?
I'm not going to jail because I need to call my lawyer.
That's not how it works.
I need my phone.
Nope,
I need to call my lawyer.
not
I'm not
happening.
getting your phone, okay?
Can I make a phone call?
Nope.
I have a free phone call and I'm not going to jail.
That's true. But you're gonna go to jail.
Hold on, I'll be right back with you, okay?
No, why am I going to jail?
I'll be right back with you.
All I told you guys was the truth. I need to make a phone call. You guys are
Maybe if I said it louder. Maybe if I say it louder.
I need to talk to my lawyer.
Yeah, maybe if I keep
You worried
saying
about
it.
your kids?
Yes, I'm worried. I want to know what's going on.
Okay.
The detective lets Brittany know that she murdered one of her children.
Oh, oh, oh.
Your-
Diva down.
Your oldest son is still alive, but he's on life support.
Yeah, really make. Yep. Now we're upset. Of course. Now we're upset.
No, you can't see
Make
him
sure
right
you
now.
get some of the toilet paper tissues on the table, ma'am. Not that you're gonna need any, because I doubt you're having any sort of actual tears down your face, you piece of shit. Oh. This poor dude, I would not have done that. He's a bigger guy than I am. I would have told her to sit.
Are you guys arresting me?
Yup.
We're investigating. We're trying to get everything put together.
Mm-hmm.
Can I need like a hug or something because I don't.
I can't hug. Okay?
How long have you guys known about my kids?
We've been getting updates.
I can't hug.
An hour or two afterwards, and we're waiting on word for the other.
Because I've been asking ever since.
Not, no. He just said, I can't hug.
Nobody told me anything. Yes, I have. I even asked on them right here and everything.
Okay.
I've been asking the sheriffs and everything.
Okay. I've
Like,
been
girl,
around
no,
most of the
you're a
time,
fucking
been
child
talking,
murderer.
you have
Get
not-
a what? Ew.
You've asked maybe
What?
twice since you've been here, and before I told you.
I'm allergic to murderers? Like, what? No. Ew.
Either way, that's the status of them right now.
Am I going home like I...
Girl, no.
No, man, we're doing arrest paperwork. You're being charged tonight. Going over to the jailhouse or the detention facility for tonight. Okay?
I have a cat. I have to pay my rent.
I killed my kid and you're holding me responsible?
You're being arrested.
Can I call somebody right now?
When you get over to the detention facility, they'll give you a phone call.
Is he
Oh, dude, weak.
We're still building something on him, but right now...
That's okay. You won't have to pay rent. You'll be in jail for free. Don't worry about it.
Here shortly,
It'll be
taking
good.
you on over, okay? Then you can do your phone
I
call.
need to get my phone. I need to get the phone numbers out of my phone.
Okay. We'll see how that goes, and then get you on over there, okay? So we'll be right back.
Am I just going for tonight or?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Absolutely, dude. You're going to get out of here real quick, I bet. Oh, yeah.
In the end, prosecution argued that Brittany and Pedro left the babies in their room all night with the space heater on. In the morning,
I bet.
they never fed the babies breakfast and never checked on them until it was too late. Brittany was found guilty of aggravated manslaughter and child neglect, and she was sentenced to 30 years behind bars.
Hell
Her boyfriend
yeah.
received the same sentence.
Ding
This tragic
fucking
case
dong.
leaves many
See ya
wondering
later.
Whether more could have been done to protect these children. What do you think can be done to prevent these crimes? Please share your...
What is this fucking picture? Is this AI? This looks like AI. What are we doing? Why did you put this in your video, dude?
Your thoughts in the comments below.
In loving memory, 1-year-old baby boy. What are we doing? What the fuck? What is this writing? Like, what are these weird, like, little things coming off of the words? This isn't how cursive works. This is a different pattern than this side. Like, what are we doing? This is different wings than this is. Guys, please. Couldn't bother with a name. They probably don't have the name public. It's not going to be like that. They're not going to publicize that. That child's protected under law. They won't be identified like that. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing?